So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, sweet feet. Great vision. And it's been hooked away.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. You can run onto that. Joe! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois!
And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Goa with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Gets his head on it! He will be livid with himself. Looking for options for movement. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Zola. He's on it, can he get away? Kaka driving forwards. And he's managed to get rid. Diouf. Great chance! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Diouf cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
That's an imaginative pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bellingham, can he get it through? Kimmich spots it and into... Oh, he's been caught napping! So it is still 0-0. Zola has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Oh, easy pickings there. Bellingham. This is a promising build-up. Batistuta. That's really well manoeuvred. Bellingham. And it's Messi. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Taken back almost at once. To Batistuta. Serginho. Batistuta. Chiellini tries to clear. Now it's Kaka. Now, can they get him away? And he welcomes it in. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. A vicious ball here. Bellingham. Kimmich. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pinch one through. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Bellingham. The referee says that is that for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Please turn your attention to the screen.
So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. And we are back on the way.
Goa are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. Oh, good ball! Oh, shooting chance!
And it's in! And the game has left
spot. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Shoots! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Probing pass. Chance for a shot!
That looks awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Looking for a runner.
Chiellini.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's had it taken off him. Cannavaro. Baresi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Serginho.
Here's one whose deliveries we all know about.
That's a little off target. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Serginho.
Oh, good read. He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's quick to get rid.
Substitution.
And he can thump it away.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Batistuta.
And the finish! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Coming on the field is number 6, Erdegaard.
White plays it short. Messi will not want to lose out.
Takes a shot! Shot a goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That's a cute ball. Now it's Kaka.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And Salah! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what a mistake! It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 27.
So changes the foot here, and from both sides.
Messi. Coming on the field. Number 24. Kaká. Number 13. De Bruyne. Substitution in progress.
Five minutes left on the clock. Erdegaard. Batistuta.
Now it's Kaka.
He's having a hit! And that is doing no harm at all.
Substitutions taking place.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Erdegaard. And here's Batistuta.
Chiellini.
Diaz. He's picked his way through. Is there any support? He might miss. Having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's it. They will have to shake on that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Go on, can always take more positives from the result.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Akanji playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Neymar. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Back in possession and ready to go again. Yeah, that looks a decent ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Zola. The pass is intercepted. And this is Neymar. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. So it is still 0-0. Kaká, and it's Chiellini. Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming. That's great positioning, so good from him. Cristiano Ronaldo. Zico. And it's Gerrard. Akanji gets over and intercepts. Neymar. Chiellini. And here's Kaká. He's having a top!
Just too high. I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Zola. Otto calmly anticipates. Gerrard. Neymar. Here's a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Pepe cuts it out. Beckham. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Gerrard. Beckham. He's a sharp little ball here. Zico. He is through here. Kimmich clears without hesitation. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Could move up a gear here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Deftly away. Robertson. And the referee has blown for half-time. It has been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Back on the way then.
Goa have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
De Bruyne. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Brazil appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Hangs in across. And he's there to clear it. Kaka is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. He's sifting through the... Neymar! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when the team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Coming on the field is number 14.
Zola does really well to win the ball there. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. Howson spots it and intercepts. De Bruyne pass somewhat off target. Berbatov. Goa still have the cards to affect this game. Dink through, and he can clear it away. Brazil have it back and can go again. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
He's having a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! After 8 movements so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and their days.
19. The large youth.
Brazil now
Number
on the verge
25.
of victory,
Zola.
save for a few
Number
potentially hectic
17.
final moments.
Neymar.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say,
13.
Peter, they deserve this. But hasn't the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Number 7. De Bruyne.
Robertson. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. So short into endeavour.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm. That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Great vision. Kaká, no, didn't quite have the weight on it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great ball if he can get there. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
There's no shortage of great fullbacks in the game today, but Robertson really is among the very best. Some true legends of the game have sung his praises, and I can't disagree. Pace, directness, distribution are all his outstanding qualities, and he does it time and time again.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Danny Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Goa, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Stood up well to him there. Jude. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's certainly onside here. Tries a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Robertson wins the duel this time. Now it's Neymar. That is lovely. Neymar! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Kimmich. Zola. Cannava. And the whistle goes for half-time. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And now,
some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Shapes to shoot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And he's managed to get free. Araujo pokes it out wide. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's through here. Time and again they are repelled. Neymar. Can he get it through? Kobel gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
There's the shot! It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? Robertson has it in a wide position. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Youth in acres of space out wide. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Just looking wide. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Chiellini. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's through here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, that was vital. Kobel gets it clear. That's a sharp pass. Probing pass.
Substitutions taking place.
Madrid are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
That's going to go a long way. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Berbatov. He might be in here. And Berbatov! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
They've played it short. He's on it. Can he get away? Well, so that's it. It is all over. Quite a game. One that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, efforts, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Please be made aware that
You
smoking
look back
is
on the game. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement's already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language.
Terrific effort! That wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Cruyff is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's going to go a long way.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Schlotterbeck wins the duel this time. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That is a great pick out. And this is Zola. Shoots! And we have our very first corner. Getting up there! Goal! Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting it.
And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Schneider is offering a wry smile there.
Schneider plays it short. Goa has the chance to go the other way. That is good alertness. Played out wide. O'Reilly. Tossed to the back post. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Kaka. Threads one in. It's come to nothing.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And he's there to belt it away. And it's O'Reilly.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Hazard receives it in a wide position. Cleared away. Ambitious ball here. Well read. And the danger is averted. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got away. Shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Now that wasn't a bad hit by any means.
Well, that was the one I actually thought he was going to produce. It's a good effort keeping it down like that.
Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
2 added minutes
Can
have
she
been
make the
indicated.
interception? Schneider.
And he's there to clear it. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Goa up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Goa have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Back on the way then.
Goa definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Kaka!
Now that is commitment to the cause. Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? They've played it short. Neymar. Neymar! Oh, crossbar!
Kunde gets it clear.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said. And it's Chiellini. And here's Neymar. Germany can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked
And he shoots! Araujo clears without hesitation.
well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, super ball!
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And he's managed to get free. Gerrard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well for his man. It's a searching pass. That's put paid to the danger.
Goa clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Substitution in progress.
Germany can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Stojkovic. And the pass is intercepted. And that looks a decent ball. And he's there to get it away.
Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
I think we're just about done here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Chiellini. That's at the end.
Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Memorabilia.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So off we go then. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
Threads one in, and it's been played through. Zola. Araujo. Tries to pass it through. Ronaldo picks it up out wide. Oh, terrible pass. Zola.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he get it through? Rodri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Flings it across. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Taken back almost at once. Neymar with the clearance. And it's Zanetti. Now, can they get him away? Kaká. And he's there to melt it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Yes, great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This is Ronaldo. He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And he plays one through. Schlotterbeck. He's going to be disappointed with that. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless.
Great ball, and he's in here. Duke gets flagged offside.
Looking for a runner. And played right into his path. Oh, that's fabulous.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's Piero. And that is...
So, temporary halt to the action. It has been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Chiellini tries to clear. Goa have the chance to go the other way. Well timed, excellent interception. And now they can clear their lines. Nicely weighted ball. Has a look out.
Oh, shooting chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
Cristiano Ronaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And that should get the job done. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Now it's Kaka.
Looking for options for movement.
61,052.
Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Bellingham.
Now it's Kaka.
Oh, nice touch. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
1-0, just one winner. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. He made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 8.
Borussia Dortmund can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 21.
First breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Coming on the field.
Mbappe, he's through here.
De Bruyne.
Kanji does really well to win the ball there.
Gerrard.
Chiellini.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's in a great position here. And he's there to clear it. But they've got it again.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Chance! And it's in! Two ahead, late in the day. Game over surely. And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really defenses apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So here's now a decisive goal. Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Knocks it into space.
Oh, that's well spotted. Diop. Gerrard.
Borussia Dortmund's clearly now in lead preservation mode. 5 minutes to add. Kaka.
That was a decent ball.
And with that, the end. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
And your
Final thoughts, Jim? Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Goa really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Goa are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Cafu spots it and intercepts. Kaka charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance, surely! And a big finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, Since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Up to 13 minutes.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, just the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Good read, needed to be.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. A vicious ball here. Messi. Great vision. That's good vision. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Gerrard. And here's Lopez. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
It's made its way to him, and it's Messi. Real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Cafu. Great challenge, time to perfection. Goa have the chance to go the other way.
Cafu does really well to win the ball there.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's destined for the flank.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Doesn't quite get there.
Zola. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar.
2 added minutes have
And
been
that's got behind
indicated.
for a goal kick. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Schlotterbeck. And the referee has blown for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And so the action is resumed. And it's Lopez. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Searching passes played there. Great ball, and he's in here. And it's been hooked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out to the left flank. Chiellini.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, a chance to shoot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Zola. And the counter is on. And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, this looks sharp. And the pass is intercepted. Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Messi going after that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Neatly clipped into space.
He's having a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Number 15, Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on the field, number 10.
It's Bebeto.
Number 14.
Gerrard.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And Messi! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Number 13.
So, third corner of the game.
Coming on the field is number 37.
It's been taken short.
Van de Ven. Substitutions taking place.
Zanetti. And he's hit on goal. Bebeto! And how did he not put that away?
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Number 6. Joshua Kimmich. Coming on the field. Number 7.
Gerrard plays it short.
Number
Neymar
5.
moves long.
Rijkaard.
And now they can spring out of defence. This is Berbatov.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Decent chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Now it's Mbappe. And this is Bebeto. Takes a shot! And that is as much as we have time for. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Neymar claiming the man of the match. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested for Neymar!
Neymar! This boy is showbiz! He's got himself an absolute peach. And that is his 50th goal for this, his current club.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's a good ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Kaka. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Milan always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
This is Dembele. Oh, he's all alone. Shot, surely!
He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Goa are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Now it's Drogba. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, super fun.
And Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! A finish of true class!
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our...
Neymar! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Now it's Dembele.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
A heavy challenge. laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Goa ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Schlotterbeck defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Good take, and is he in? Chiellini. That's a good run down the left. That's good play from him. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Out towards the flank. And he's quick to return it. He's having a shot! And again! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was a given. It always was.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Substitution for Milan, number 99, Didier Drogba.
So time to change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 14.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Now, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat
Number
now.
45.
Thinks about the... It's Neymar!
Coming on the field.
Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Number 8. Gerrard.
Oh, can he get onto this?
Number 38. Dembele. Number 44.
Gerrard.
Rijkaard.
It's Timber. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Cristiano Ronaldo. Never out of the action for very long. And he's picked out the run. Kaká. He's through and got shapes to suit. Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
After 74
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
They're such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there.
Platini! Always going over the top.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's well spotted. Chiellini. This is Dembele. He is through here. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's having a go! And that's off target.
Dembele probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time.
taking place.
Chiellini gets it away. And here's Del Piero.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's having a pop! That tested the keeper. That's a cute ball. Oh, super fine. And he's got the medium chance for a shot! And a neat finish! They are playing them off the park. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter.
Goes for the shot! besting the keeper. And that will be it.
Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
And now, please turn
How do you look
towards
back
the
on the
screen
game then,
for a
Jim?
special
Go on,
presentation
definitely impressing me
featuring our
here.
guest
Especially the way that attack.